Adapting to Life. Poems and Quotes by Jahi Minkah Trotter. Read by Jahi Minkah Trotter. Mistakes. We all make mistakes, but all mistakes are not forgiven. Screaming and yelling never solves the issue. Just because you proved a point doesn't mean they forgive you. I'm alone. Well, I feel alone. I came back but still feel far away from home. You've been cutting around corners trying to hide the truth. The fact that nobody in this world is to blame but you. Feel like there's only a few who understands. Now you're on your solo journey to be a man. I should have never let you in. I should have known my time with you was thin. In the midst of my heartache, I must pay this debt and live the rest of my life with regret. I let distractions come in place. Deceptive things all up in my face. I just wanted to be with you, but still wanted my own space. A clumsy fool, not aware of what karma can do. And even though I was wrong, I still blamed you. Afraid of facing the interrogation of my own manipulation. Tried to live in silence, but all I gave was speculation. Mistrust from you because of my own confrontations. You beat yourself up with persecution and humiliation, questioning people and their interpretations. They want you to be careless, well, give them the perfect demonstration. Because life is about moving on. At least that's what I hear. It's funny how when you lose someone or something, you lose part of your own fear. Your mistakes don't define you, and everything is everything until it divides you. Look around you. There's no one that can find you. Possibilities. As long as you continuously dream about what you want to be, you will never be it. It will only remain a dream. If you're thinking about how much time you wasted, you're still wasting time. You would've, you could've, you should've, but you can't. So learn and let it go. I had a dream I woke up next to you and your son, sleeping comfortably. I thought to myself in this dream, what would I do if I ever lost you two? The pain I would feel knowing that I would never get to see him grow up. Knowing I would never again get to feel your touch. Thinking about when I fed him his first birthday cake. And remembering when you were sound asleep and I heard him in his crib crying. Going into his room, holding him in my arms, telling him, it's okay, buddy. Everything is all right. Those thoughts ran through my head as I watched you two in my dream. Then I woke up, and no one was there. How did something so beautiful turn into a nightmare? I could have been a better son. I could have prevented the things that happened between you two. I could have gotten involved and changed your point of view. The bond you had was through me. How dare I think this blessing I had was for free? What is 42 years if it doesn't last until the end? What does it take to find that same love and start over again? At the end of the day, I blame myself. How could your only child let this happen? Why was he too blind to help? Thinking of you. Thinking about all the things I could have said. Back when I was a child and these dark days weren't ahead. I could have appreciated you more. Would have hugged you harder before I walked out that door. Could have said all the right things. I guess you just have to be grateful in the present, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. It's crazy how we could help others, but couldn't help each other. We were so good at being friends, but sucked as lovers. You needed me, and sometimes I was there, sometimes I wasn't. We could have had understanding instead of fussing and cussing. Emotions. To truly understand something or someone, you have to take your own personal emotions out of it. At some point, you have to stop letting your emotions affect your progress. What do you do when you don't deserve the one you love? You can say the most hurtful things, and I would still try to find some excuse to love you. It's either you or me. That's how this game was played. We walked some long miles just to watch that trust fade away. Then things changed, and I realized with you it's no longer safe. A man can't stand to know he's being replaced. You try to plead your case, giving everything you got. But all she tells you is everything he is, you're not. They made you feel weak. They made you feel less than. Not only did they kick you when you were down, but your face was already in the mud, and they put their foot on your neck and buried your face even harder in it. For 2 years, you never told me. When you were probably feeling your worst, you never showed me. How did you even have the strength to keep a secret like that away? How did you manage to stay positive on the phone with me, not giving it away? I guess that positivity is the reason you're still here with me today. What will be, will be. They say you've changed, but the truth is, they changed first. You just adapted. Even a beautiful thing can be used for the right or wrong agendas. Living in your glory, living in your pain. Life transitions. How much can you contain? But who are we to blame in a world with so much mystery? Knowledge within self. Better know about your history. And never go looking for sympathy. It's hard to intake. Sometimes love is fake. They smile in your face, but want to take your joy and grace. Too many people following. Only some are leading. Just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it's not deceiving. So what is worth believing? I don't see any change in human behavior, for good or bad. So the only change needed is change within myself. Leave me where you left me and stay where you chose to be. As time passed, where you left me set me free. I don't even try to figure things out anymore. God got this. That's all I tell myself now. A letter to Dad. Dear Dad, this is so weird writing this to you now that you're gone, but there are so many things I want to get off my chest. So many things I want to say. When you got sick at the beginning of August, I was afraid. You were 73 and you have been sick for most of my life, but you were always strong, always carried yourself with dignity, strength, and pride. I knew you were a strong man, and everyone told me you would pull through. But deep down, I knew. I knew you couldn't take any more hospitals, any more pain, any more setbacks. I used to tell you all the time, please take care of yourself. I need you. I want you to see me make it to 30, get married, and see your grandchildren. I was afraid of the inevitable. These past 5 years have been so hard since I moved to Atlanta. From losing my high school sweetheart to living in 8 different places in the past 5 years, to being in and out of court for stupid reasons, being arrested for the first time ever, to you and Mom getting a divorce after 42 years of marriage, to Mom getting sick and then you passing away. These past few months have been so hard coping with all these thoughts and memories. Watching you in that hospital deteriorating right in front of my eyes. Driving back and forth from Atlanta to Alabama, hoping that some miracle would happen, but you died and nothing could be done about it. That is what hurts the most, Dad. I couldn't do anything about it. Even though I had family and friends that were there to help, I never felt so alone. The shift from something drastically happening to you in the hospital, to you dying. Now I have to pick out a casket, deal with the funeral home, the caterer, your personal business, your tombstone. It was all just too much. I had to do it, though. I had to do it for you. I remember one of the days I was at the funeral home and this woman was just staring at me. I politely said, "Yes?" She said, "You look way too young to be doing this. I feel so sorry for you." Now, I have never seen this woman before in my life, but it was strange that she would say that to me. The whole experience was strange, heartbreaking, and a reality check. After you died, nothing got better. We buried you on August 31st, and my birthday was September 11th. I turned 30. After that, things really started to change. Certain people who I loved dearly started to walk away in the midst of my grief. I was feeling alone, helpless, and I didn't want to go on. Thank God for Mom. She is so strong. I will never forget that night. It was just me and Mom at the hospital, and no one else was there. For a short period, we were a family again. Just us 3, like it always was. I can still hear Mom telling a 12-year-old me, "We all we got." And I take that with great pride, Dad. You and Mom taught me that. As a few months passed, I began on a journey of self-improvement. I started to rethink my life and my purpose. All my life, you and Mom told me I was a king. But I want to be a good king. A noble king. A king of nobody else but myself. You and Mom named me Jahi. In Swahili, it means dignity. Minkah. In Swahili, it means justice. And Trotter, according to you both, means keep on trucking. And I will. Everything I do now is for you and her. I miss you, Dad, and I love you. I hope I'm making you proud. Forever, your loving son, Jahi Minkah Trotter. P.S. We all we got. Peace from within. Peace from within is the greatest thing you can have. Peace from within is the closest thing you can grab. Peace in the heart guarantees peace of the mind. Peace from within is the first thing I choose to find.